Hello, this is Kinninigan from RagingReptilian.com. I wanted to make a secondary upload video today. I got a lot of links pulled up here, and I want to really talk about the quote-unquote YouTube purge that's going on. Yeah, who's that good-looking guy? Yeah, I know. Maybe another reason I'm getting attacked, you know. Anyway, I wanted to thank all the people leaving comments on here, and Truth Cowgirl, and yeah, the trolls that were attacking me are now showing up on her channel because of hosting my video, which is pretty pathetic because we're going to talk about these people. If they thought that me and my company, Raging Reptilian, that means the other employees that you don't know about, we're going to go silently in the night after. I'm going to talk about the flagging that's going on YouTube channels, because what is happening is there's an organized group of people or shills. We know who they are. I'm not going to name names because there's no reason to. These are the groups that are going around, and they're not taking down all quote-unquote truther channels. That's not the case. I did a little bit of research last night. The worst thing that these people could have actually thought is somebody like me, who on a good day could upload 5 videos in one day, and I had 6 years of research on my channel. If you thought that you were going to just take that away from me and my close to 60,000 subs without there being a fight. But here is the most pathetic thing, and this is the point of the video I want to get to. One of the trolls who admitted to being the cause of the first community guideline strike on my channel about transsexuals showed up here. Yeah, not long ago you were bragging about taking down flat earth channels. Well, King, this is a sock puppet account. I'll show you right here. These are, and that penguin that he's using, I know who that channel goes back to. That is from someone that went by the name Infinite Plane Society. Yeah, flat earther. This is a sock puppet account, and the point is, I'm making right here, no videos to flag. So yeah, isn't that convenient? You know, you can come to other people's channels and talk shit, but you don't even have any videos that people can attack. Yeah, that's not by chance. Let me tell you something. We are a lot more intelligent than you people. Okay, here's the one here. Michael Jackson and Screwed World Order. Screwed World Order was the reason for my first copyright strike on a video I made about transsexuals, and they even admitted it. That took away the ability to live stream. So my warning is, if you're going to attack Truth Cowgirl for hosting content on my channel, even the jokes that she made about me, trolls were showing up saying that it was my wife or whatever. Whatever. These trolls are so pathetic. This is what they do all day. And I'm going to show you that there's no difference between these trolls attacking us on YouTube and how pathetic like CNN has become with attacking Trump. And it's all related, and I'm going to show you how in a second. But let's talk about the other strikes that took down my channel. This one I was really upset about, the JFK assassination, reptilians, and the Mandela effect, because that video was actually made for one of my subs in Southern Florida. There was nothing graphic in that video. It was dealing more with the Mandela effect, and a video I made for one of my subs. And that was my second strike. Now, I'm going to give this warning out to any channels listening. I listen and I watch and I am reading the comments on every quote-unquote big YouTube channel out there. Because believe me, I have nothing to do all day except research who is responsible for all this. Now, another veteran, which is not the fact that it's a girl more or less, but Jennifer Hammonds, a channel I follow, she's also a Navy veteran, just had her ability to live stream taken away due to her first, I guess, community guideline strike, probably by the same groups of people, and they're attacking legitimate veterans on YouTube. I'm an Army veteran. The other officer in my company is a Marine veteran too. So yeah, we are the real patriots. And the same white hats that are backing Trump are the same ones that, you know, these are the ones that we're at war with. Now here was now this one, I found it very funny too, because the day after my channel, I'm not going to name names, but another big YouTube channel was claiming about getting a strike at 5 a.m. in the morning too. And that's when this strike came. BBC News, Las Vegas host videos are flooding YouTube. I never even said in that video that the Las Vegas shooting was a hoax. I was covering a news article from BBC News. You remember BBC News, the one that reported Tower 7 fell down on 9/11, 7 minutes before it happened? Yeah, that BBC News. The ones that are allowed to monetize ads while they're covering false flag shootings. But, you know, our videos get demonetized. The point I'm making, these trolls going around on YouTube flagging people's channels, me and other people are starting to look at the people who are still around, and we're reading your comments, and the names keep leading back to one person. And I've even seen people stating in comments on other truther channels that if you go on radio shows with this guy or you back this guy, we're unsubbing because we don't trust this guy. And there's no reason to name names. These people think they're going to win. They won the battle. They haven't won the war. And this false sense of confidence that they're going to get away with it is all we need to help us in our fight, because when you get a false sense of confidence, that's when you never even see the storm coming. So, what's happening with truthers is the same thing. Now, let's look at CNN. CNN has their head so far up Trump's ass, it's pathetic. They're not even covering news anymore. Here's CNN's YouTube channel. Every other video is just something about Trump or the Florida shooting. So, oh, Caitlyn Jenner. And make sure you throw a tranny in there, right? No, how ironic too. And you know what's funny? Anderson Cooper, you piece of shit. I made a video proving that back in November, he was at the Cannibal Club in LA with Meryl Streep, Chelsea Clinton, and doesn't matter who else, eating human flesh. And, you know, yeah, that's all I'm going to go for with that. So, who are the white hats backing Trump? Because I'm going to tell you something that none of your big truth channels covering QAnon are not covering. Let's talk about the Obama administration, the swamp. Does anyone remember when this happened? 30 U.S. Navy SEALs died in a helicopter crash during the Bin Laden raid. Let me tell you something. If you know anything about special forces or SEAL teams or the SEAL teams in general, you really think that 30 Navy SEALs are going to die and there's going to be any backlash about it? And this happened under Obama. What else did Obama do? Obama fired 197 top military officials. Now, although we can't prove it, the conspiracy going around this is these were top military officers who said they would not, quote unquote, fire upon American citizens during martial law. So, use your head for that one. Who are the white hats backing Trump? Because if you think this is all just Trump, it's not. I'm going to tell you guys a little secret. They needed a patriot. The white hats needed a patriot they can back to drain this swamp. I believe their first choice was ex-Navy SEAL Jesse Ventura. Then what happened with Jesse Ventura is they shut him up with the Chris Kyle story. If you know anything about that, that was the fight that broke out at the military bar that Jesse Ventura was actually showing up for a Navy SEAL graduation. Got in a fight with Chris Kyle. Supposedly there was... And they slandered him. So Jesse Ventura, who was the ex-Navy SEAL patriotic hero, now became the Navy SEAL hating asshole. So what was their next choice? Well, if we're going to back someone, we need to back someone. They can't buy off Trump. That's the sad part, because when you're a billionaire, no one's going to grease your pockets to go along with their agenda, which is what they're doing with all these trolls on YouTube going around flagging our videos for bullshit. So, and what do we have now? Here's CNN's top story for today. They're going to strip clubs in Florida, sending a camera crew to go see Stormy Daniels, yeah, a porn star Donald Trump had sex with. Let me tell you something. Whether or not he did have sex with Stormy Daniels, I could care less. I care more about the white hats backing him and the revelations about QAnon than if he ever had sex with a porn star. Believe me. A lot of you assholes going around flagging people's channels on YouTube, and because when you're going to take down truther channels like mine, in my opinion, you're endorsing pedophilia, adrenochrome, the reptilian agenda, Freemasonry, the occult, Satanism, and Luciferianism. And I'll put that out there. Secondly, here's where things get very interesting. We had some revelations on YouTube on who is backing YouTube's community guideline strikes. And that was the Southern Poverty Law Center and the 10,000 people they brought on to quote-unquote police YouTube. Well, if you're going to depend on the Southern Poverty Law Center to police YouTube, that's just as bad as dropping your kids off for daycare at the Bohemian Grove during the adult cremation of care ceremony. Or even letting Hillary Clinton babysit one of your kids. Okay? And it's not anything to do with Jewish or anything like that. They're connected to the deep state, period. The last thing that the Southern Poverty Law Center gives a shit about is the South or poverty. I'll tell you that right now, because they took away my main source of income. Now me, I went food shopping. Thank God I'll be able to at least eat to the end of the month. I don't know how much AdSense I'm getting for up until when my channel was taking down, but I'm going to tell you something right now. I really can't afford to buy the weed I used to smoke, which was my only source of stress relief. So when I become sober, yeah, you better be afraid. You better be very afraid, because the ex-soldier in me is going to start coming out. The ex-debt collector, the guy that used to spend 8 to 12 hours a day skip tracing assholes who defaulted on bank loans all day. Now I got nothing else better to do with my time except run investigations into who is behind this. So these channels may think they're going to get away with it, but you're not. We're already watching you. We know who you are. So, my word of advice is, first of all, I already told Truth Cowgirl that we're watching the trolls on her channel. We know who they are. And if you want to resort to attacking her for hosting my content, you're only exposing yourself. So go ahead and just keep gloating in the fact that you're taking down truther channels. All the other people that left comments here, the positive ones, yeah, I love you guys too. And that, you know, it's funny. Very rarely on these other big channels that are still up, I don't see too many of their subs saying, I love and miss you. Kind of sad, isn't it? Because channels like mine and others that went down, we actually had subscribers that did quote-unquote love and support what we did. Whereas when I go to a lot of the big channels up now, not feeling the love on them. In fact, I'm starting to sense that other people are getting the idea of what's going on with this coordinated attacks on legitimate truthers. And if we allow them to get away with this, you're going to be left with YouTube that's nothing more than CNN deciding to go to a strip club to get dirt on Donald Trump. And let me tell you, this was probably their backlashing, because the swamp's going down. And this is probably their only way to fight back. However, we know what COINTEL is. We know who the trolls are behind this mass coordination of certain truth channels. Not all of them, only certain ones. The ones they saw as a threat, like mine. So, for the time being, I guess I will continue to upload to DTube. I will let Truth Cowgirl know that if she wants to host this video on her channel, she is more than welcome to. If anyone wants to get a hold of me, I am behind on emails, but I will be reading and responding to them over the weekend. KINNINIGAN@gmail.com. If anyone wants to support us in the meantime, PayPal me /Kinninigan. I'll leave it in the DTube subscription because everything helps. And until we speak again, this is Kinninigan, and take care.